You prepared, organized?
I'm as prepared as I could be. It's good to see some familiar faces in here. My name is Evan Price, and I'm running for VP Academic and External.
Yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Hi, my name is Evan Price, and I'm running for VP Academic and External on your student union. Protect the vital programs here at Dal from the government's $9 million in funding cuts. I started an organic hop farm, and negotiated a deal with Garrison Brewing. That's what I've done for beer. Now here's what I can do for your education. Negotiating the new Memorandum of Understanding and the funding cuts for universities in Nova Scotia. Grant funding for grad students, opening a business incubator on campus, a collaborative business incubator on campus, and getting a fair deal for students and programs. My name is Evan Price, and I'm the right price for education.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Oh yeah, I'm not sleeping for 168 hours. I'm putting every ounce of this thing into it, and hopefully we'll come out on top. Thanks very much, guys. See ya. Yeah, that's the stuff that I love doing. Like talking to small groups and people that are actually going to go out and do stuff. Because it's small L liberalism is what I've really been inspired by.
You doing, like, getting into politics after your degree?
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been campaigning since I was 9. And yeah, I'll be on a ballot at some point, probably before I'm 35. And my hope was education minister by 35 or 40 in Nova Scotia. Hey, what's going on?
You're at work early?
Yeah, well, it's no rest for the wicked.
Any nerves, any excitement?
Nerves not so much, because I mean it's not new to me, but it's always a little bit nerve-wracking to make sure that you've got the right message, that you've put the homework in, the work, the time behind the scenes to make sure that you're educated enough to talk to people to their own issues. Yeah, thanks. It's just important that they can recognize my name to get it on the ballot. And that's what I'll be doing. Is I've got people in T-shirts, handing out flyers. You guys gonna vote tomorrow?
For what?
The student union.
And trying to do some more class talk in areas that I haven't hit. Computer science is a major one because they directly relate to marketable skills through this business incubator. So if I can get in there and make sure that they're well aware of that, then it's going to be a strong point.
Hey, you gonna vote tomorrow? Sweet. Thanks. Good. Thank you. Cool.
Don't vote.
Seriously, do not vote.
Don't vote. C'est pas nécessaire.
Don't do it.
I'm the chief returning officer, which basically means I run the show. All the behind-the-scenes work is what I do. And I think so many students say, like, why should I care? And who cares about the DSU? It doesn't matter to vote, like, all this stuff. So I almost wanted to play with that, show these people that, you know what, you don't care, or that's what you say, but really there's all these services you don't know about that the DSU provides. So really you should vote.
Don't vote. I mean, unless you care about student rights.
Where the money went? What groups the money went to?
Then you should probably vote.
Do you feel in general that a lot of people are paying attention?
I mean, not as much as you'd want it to. Especially talking to friends at like other schools, like in other student unions, and you hear they have 25% voter turnout and 42% voter turnout and like more than 50%. And it kind of can be a little discouraging.
If there's one, what's the big issue that everyone should be or is paying attention to?
Right now, it's definitely the Memorandum of Understanding or the new funding agreement between the province and the universities, or tuition, to put it in one word, tuition.
The tuition is such a big issue, or it's being sold as such a big issue. I think it's the main issue. So after the rally downtown with thousands of people going to Province House and banging on the windows about the funding cuts and the tuition being raised. I think think that they just figured that, okay, an iconic place like the Sub will be really conducive to a big crowd when we're talking about the representatives that are going to be dealing and negotiating on these funding issues. And that just didn't happen today. We might have had, I don't know, the most might have been 50 people in the middle of the debates, and I gotta say, at least a third of those, if not more, were candidates.
I'm just here to get people out to vote, so if people walk by and I ask them if they want to vote, and if they want to, we've got them here on the iPad, and they can log in and vote for a chance to win a free phone.
Why win a free phone?
Why win a free phone? I think it's an incentive program to get higher voter turnout. I can't tell if it's working or not yet. I know some people are voting just because they can win a free phone.
So have you voted in the election?
I have, yes.
Do you know all the candidates, all their platforms?
I don't, actually. The voting was sort of like, some of them just sort of grabbed me when I was walking out of buildings.
I'd say like 3 out of 10 will vote right away, and then another 3 people will say they'll vote later, and then the rest will just kind of either ignore you, tell you to F off.
So have you voted in the election?
No.
Why not?
I just don't really know if I have a reason to.
Okay. Do you know any of the candidates or any of the...
No.
What do you think is, if any, big issues at the university this year?
The tuition fees, for sure. Definitely. That's everyone's platform.
Do you know what position the person who negotiates the tuition fees, what position that would be?
I was going to either say like president, maybe vice president, or one of the ones that work with financial matters. I don't know. Honestly, no. I honestly don't know.
Like in the McCain building, we weren't allowed to put posters up. If you're an art student, first-year art student who has all of your classes in the McCain building, and you live in residence, so you don't need to come to the Sub to get your TIMs, you could arguably, and we're not allowed to campaign in the library, you could arguably go this whole week and not see anything about it.
So, have you voted in the election?
Yes. No.
Well, we'll start with you. Why not?
I'm not really sure. I don't know any of the candidates, and I didn't take the time to look through it, I guess.
Do you know the candidates?
I only knew one out of all of the categories.
Yeah, I only recognized one out of all the categories, too.
One step, one step. One step.
Okay, first off, Sarah, I'm sorry for that picture, but I have...
Sarah got it.
Oh, crap!
Yeah. Wow. That's a big vote.
And you're in an awesome campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
I'm all good.
been waiting.
That's less tough than I thought it was going to be. All right. I know I lost. It wasn't as big a surprise as I thought, but it was a surprise that she took it on the first ballot. I mean, that's definitely indicative of voter turnout. I did twice as good as I did last year, so, and the voter turnout was higher, so I more than doubled my vote.
Is it a letdown or relief? Or?
It's a relief that it's over, but it would have been cool to be able to have that job.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for doing this.
Yeah, thanks. Cool. It's going to be a long drive back to Thurl.